Hey guys, about a week ago I set out to find a complete screwdriver set that was uh, high quality, wouldn't break the bank, and lifetime warranty. And I ended up settling on the Tekton 22-piece screwdriver set. Now this is an entire set that comes complete as you see it here. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check it out. They've also got smaller sets depending on what you're wanting. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I chose this particular set. Three things that I hope that they might think about doing to this set that will what I think would improve this set and possibly make it the perfect set of screwdrivers. But first, let's take a look at this, and I'm going to tell you the number one reason I actually bought these over the other sets. All three sets I was looking at, well, let me back up. I had it down to three different brands that I was considering, and I ended up choosing the Tekton. And the number one reason why I went with the Tekton is because of that right there. This set, along with about 24% of the tools they make, are made in the USA, made in Michigan. They got a lifetime warranty. The nice thing about the way their warranty works, so if you break one of their tools, you snap a picture of it, and they've got a web interface that you just upload the picture, describe what happened, and they send you another one. No receipt needed. That's a warranty that it doesn't get any easier than that. But anyway, let's talk about this screwdriver set, the things I like about it, and three things that I hope that they will consider doing to make it an even better screwdriver set. So first, let's take a look at what this screwdriver set comes with. It comes with four 4-inch flat blade screwdrivers, and on the end here you can see that they're inscribed the size and the type of screwdriver. So you got your flat blade. This is 1/8 inch, 3/16, 1/4 inch, and 5/16. The handles are very comfortable. They are a 4-sided handle, and they are very, very comfortable in the hand. The Phillips, the small one, is a P0. P1, and you can see you've got the plus sign for the Phillips. This is the P2. Very nicely machined Phillips heads. This is the P3 Phillips. Again, you can see that it's truncated, so it's not going to bottom out in a screw. And what I mean by that, let's take a couple of screws here that I've got laying around. You want a Phillips screwdriver to fit all the way in to where all 4 shanks are grabbing. That's obviously going to help prevent from stripping out the screw. And here's another one. I mean, it's just a perfect fit. And I've got some cheaper screwdrivers that aren't as truncated. They're truncated, but they're not as truncated, and they won't fit all the way down into certain screws. So very nice set of screwdrivers, very nice handle. Now the other thing that this set comes with is the 8-inch flat blade. Now the flat blades are chrome plated all the way down to the tip. 3/16, 1/4 inch, 5/16. Then you've got some 2-inch stubbies, or maybe those are considered 1-inch. 1/4 inch and a P2 Phillips. Now you'll notice on the stubby, it's a hollow ground style bit. Now that's one of the things that I wish that they would do to all of them, because a hollow ground bit, or blade rather, instead of just your standard tapered, helps prevent it from camming out of a flat screw. So whenever it's hollow ground, it's pretty much flat. Whenever it's in the slot of a screw, when it's tapered like most of them are here, whenever you put a lot of force on it, that taper tries to pull it up out of there. So it'd be nice if all screwdrivers was actually like this, in my opinion. If you don't think that, you know, if there's a reason for them to be like this, let me know. I like the hollow ground style screwdriver bits over tapered like most screwdrivers are. But one of the other things I like about these particular flat blade screwdrivers is, if you look, this is the 5/16. This is the bigger of the flat blade screwdrivers. You can see that the blade itself is the same size as the shank all the way down. There's been screwdrivers that I've had in the past, I've had to grind the edges off, and let me show you what I mean by that. Here's a snap-on. Arguably, probably the best screwdrivers on the market. But like most screwdrivers, see how they flare out right here? Well, that's nice and all, but there's been times that I've tried to get down into a hole, and this, where it's flared, it prevents me from getting down into the hole, and I've had to grind this down a little bit so I can get the screwdriver down in there. On the Tektons, they're the same size all the way down. So just to show you the difference, let me take I think these two are the equivalent size. You can see these are the same size tip there, but you can see how snap-on flares out right here. I don't know if they do that for strength or what, but I like the straight shank like that better. One of the other reasons I went with this particular set. Okay, so now that pretty much covers the standard and the Phillips part of this set. What it also comes with is this 6-piece Torx set. So pretty much the same thing. You've got the star on it for Torx. This is a T10. All the Torx tips look great. And this goes up to T30. So you got from T10 to T30. Of course, you got the embossed Tekton on it. So 3 things that I think they can improve this that I kind of miss on, say, the snap-ons. The shorter screwdrivers, it's not so much of a problem. You can see that they'll sit there and they won't roll. So you set it down on pretty much of a flat surface, it's going to stay there. The long ones, since the blade, you know, goes over center, and now it's on this round part right here, well, now they'll roll. Whenever you set a screwdriver down, the last thing you want to worry about is it rolling off whatever you've set it on. So it'd be nice if they would do something about preventing them from rolling as easy as what they do. The second thing is this bolster right here on these snap-ons and on others, and I'm going to show you one here in just a minute. You can actually put a wrench on this. So if you know, if something's just so tight you can't get it, you can put a wrench, box end wrench up here, and give you more leverage to break it loose. And I've actually used that numerous times on screws. So something like that would be nice. The third thing, and I've already mentioned it, is hollow ground the blades. Instead of just having them, you know, the typical taper, do a hollow ground like they did on this. These right here are just a lot more, they bite in a lot more. You have a lot more success getting a flat screw out if it's hollow ground versus tapered. But that's the only 3 critiques I have about this set. Anyway, oh, so I ordered, just to show you the difference between the Tekton and the two other name brands that I was going to consider. I bought one of each of the other name brands just so you can kind of see them compared to this. And one of them was the GEARWRENCH. Now this is the GEARWRENCH. One reason I bought this one is because I needed another #2 long screwdriver, so I bought their long version. But they make an entire set with this handle design, which is just like this, but obviously different length, straight slot and Phillips. It does show Phillips. It does not tell you on the end of the GEARWRENCH what size it is. The GEARWRENCH, I believe, is made in Taiwan. Might be China. It is a 3-sided handle. It's comfortable. I prefer the 4-sided, but the 3-sided is fine too. So that's the GEARWRENCH, and the entire set was a little cheaper than the Tekton. Again, the Tekton's USA made, so that was a huge factor for me. Now the other brand I was considering, that's highly rated, by the way, is SUNEX. And I mean, it's a nice screwdriver. It feels good in the hand. The blade looks great. The one thing you'll see is it's got the hexagon here on the bolster, so you can put a wrench on it and get more leverage, but it's also got a hole right here. You're better off going here if you're going to get more leverage, as opposed to sticking, you know, something through this hole to twist and turn, because I don't know how secure this blade is inside the handle, and the last thing you want to do is turn the handle on the shaft of the screwdriver and twist it out of there. But the SUNEX is highly rated. Again, I think these are made in China. Look like a fine set. I believe they're lifetime warranty. I don't know what kind of success you'd have warranty in one out, but that was the other brand that I was considering. I'm glad I went with the Tekton. I think the quality is top notch. Their warranty department looks like it would be a no-brainer to get something warranted. The only thing that I'm, you know, a little not concerned but wondering about is how the whole chrome tip here is going to hold up, as far as, you know, getting in there, taking screws out, how the chrome's going to hold up versus if it was just a black oxide on the tip here, the way it is on the Phillips. But nonetheless, fine set, American made, lifetime warranty, and was only slightly, it's only about another $10 over the GEARWRENCH and the SUNEX version. Anyway, just a quick overview of the Tekton USA made screwdriver set. This is the 22 piece. They make other multiple different size pieces, but if you need a screwdriver set, you might take a look at these Tekton. And they got a very nice website too. That's one thing I always like to see. If I'm buying a tool or really anything, I try to go to their actual website and see what their website's like. You know, there's some pretty highly rated stuff on Amazon, and then you go to try to like read up on them. They don't even have a website, so you really have no idea who makes the stuff or whatever. Now, a little bit about the Tekton. The blades themselves are 8650 alloy with a 52 to 56 Rockwell hardness. So that's about as good as it gets as far as a steel and hardness for screwdrivers. The Phillips tip has like I say, has been truncated to so it doesn't bottom out, so you can get all the way down into the actual Phillips screw head and get it out. The handles are glass reinforced nylon. They're nylon 6 and they're impact and chemical resistant. They also have a melting point of about 428 degrees. So real similar to the Glock frame, if you're familiar with Glock. Have the lifetime warranty with no receipt needed. You just take a picture of the broken tool and you send it in on their web user interface. Very, very easy to use. and they are American made. So that's a big deal to me. Of course, I live in America, so that means a lot. Anyway, we're done. You guys take care. We'll see you.